Annyeong, it's Mikey here, and today I'm coming to you with a top 5 video on my new channel, Mikey Techs. Now, this is my newest channel, guys. I'm really hoping that we can really build this one up because the idea is I'm really rebranding it and trying to make sure that this is going to be a more general tech, more gaming related, desk related type stuff in this videos, and even bringing all the budget keyboard stuff over to here, while my Mikey Types channel is going to be very focused on more towards the hobbyists, people that really want to get more in depth with the keyboard hobby. And so from mid-range and up kind of videos, so in terms of keyboards, it's usually going to be more of the mid-range type things, and this channel really focusing more on the gaming. So that's my idea, and hopefully that really helps with building up two channels that can really do more things, and for me to bring you guys a lot more content. So please make sure to subscribe to this one and really help share about this one so that it can grow as well. Now, today I'm going to be doing a top 5 video. So the videos will be linked towards my original channel, the reviews that I've done, where we're going to do a top 5 under $100 keyboards that I think are pretty decent grabs, especially as we're getting towards the end of the year, meaning Christmas is coming around and people are going to start looking for Christmas gifts. So let's go right into it, but please make sure to like and subscribe. So the first keyboard we're going to start with is going to be the Linky 87 TKL. Now, why do I choose this one? Because it's a really decent budget keyboard. When you consider the price at 45 USD, which I've heard people getting it for even cheaper. Some people have been saying they can find it for $30 or less. This is a decent board. It is plastic, but it has a thocky sound profile even once you get the board straight out of the box. And another thing to note is that this thing also has VIA support, which is awesome, so you don't have to deal with really bad software. And overall, it's actually a really decent grab. I'll have the link as well for you guys to go check out the full review on my other channel, and even give you guys a little bit of a sound test here. Another option, this is just going to be kind of like a alternate option to the Linky 87 or the Linky TKL, is going to be the Kataa Model 6. And the Kataa Model 6 is because if you're trying to be a little bit more on the budget side, but trying to grow in your whole keyboard hobbyist kind of thing and want a clackier board, this is a plastic board that, yes, its size is quite large, and when you think about it, it looks like a 75%, but it's actually a 65%. It's actually a very decent grab. It's very, very budget, and you get a little bit more of a neutral sound, so you can try different switches on it. Of course, I'm going to give you guys a link to my actual full review that I did of it, and I actually use this board a lot for sound tests because of the neutral sounding, and of course, let me give you a sound test on that. The next budget board that I think is better than what most people are looking at for budget boards, which is the AL75, is the Epomaker G84. I actually think that this is a better build from trying similar ones to what the AL75 is. I tried the EA75 from Epomaker, and it really felt disappointing. This one actually still has VIA support, which is really awesome. You can get two different versions of this with the clear switch or with the creamy switch. There's the white version and then the black version. This is a very decent grab. There is sales, so you can sometimes grab this around the $55 mark. But I think if you're looking for something under $100 with a good thock, good RGB, and still can use it for gaming, wired or wireless, this is probably going to be a better grab than the other two. And of course, you can check out the full review on my channel, because when I reviewed even the EA75, I felt this was a much better grab. And let me also give you a sound test on this one. Now, we're going into full-size keyboard, still under $100, but a decent grab. Now, I know the F108 Pro is going to be something that a lot of people like, but that is $100. And then, of course, after taxes, everything is going to go past that. So I chose this one. This one's still very decent. I think if you compare it with the 108 Pro, it has a very similar style with the full size. It sucks that it has a software that's not really great. It's still using their old software, but overall the switch in this one does feel really nice. I actually prefer this switch in here with the creamy switch compared to the Leo Bog switches that are in the F108. It doesn't have a volume knob, which is unfortunate, but you still have like the special keys for volume control. It does have wireless, have a very large battery, and I would say overall this is still a very decent grab for a full-size mechanical keyboard, especially if you're looking for one. Now, they do have a new release, which is the Galaxy 100 Lite. It's currently on sale for under $100, so I thought I'd show it to you guys. I don't like the Fecker Marble switch, but it is under $100 if you get it with that one. The Wisteria switch is definitely better. That's the one that I'm using, and I'm actually making a review on this one, which I'll have a video coming up soon. But overall, it is over $100 once you get to the stereo point, so it's going to be hard to say for this one, but keep in mind that you can go check out the full video when it comes out, and go check out the TH108 video on my channel. But let's give you a sound test. So this is going to be an aluminum choice under $100 USD. Now these are all boards that are going to be under 100 USD, and this is the Yunzii 75 from Epomaker. I've heard people getting really good deals on this for like even 50 USD, which is awesome. And it does have a smaller battery, 4,000 milliamp hours, but it's still very decent. The ultra low latency mode is kind of a gimmick, but it is a very decent grab. It's not the most great for gaming because of the fact that it's 500 hertz. And then for polling rate, and then if you do use ultra low latency, it gets to 1,000. But it is very, very heavy. It's an incredibly heavy board that's over 2 kilograms. The sound profile wise, it is very decent. If you thought about like a Rainy, this is definitely a much more budget choice compared to the Rainy 75. And of course, you can go check out like the full review on my other channel, Mikey Types. And of course, let me give you a sound test of this very decent grab from our aluminum. Now, another aluminum board that I think is a little bit of a better build quality than the Linky 75 from Epomaker is the Yunzii AL75 Pro. Now, I got to try the AL75, not the Pro version, but I like the fact that the Pro version does come with the Gateron Zero switches, which I think is a much better grab than, say, some of the other Yunzii switches. This one is a very decent grab as well. You get 6,000 mAh battery, has like VIA, which is really great. You don't have to deal with having like bad software. And overall, I think this is a very great build quality aluminum board. Has very nice CNC, very smooth, and it is going to be pricier than the Linky. But overall, I think this is a higher quality build compared to that. Now, of course, let me give you a sound test of the AL75 I had, but this is the Pro. So I hope this video helped you guys to find 5 boards that you could possibly look at for under $100. And when I say under 100, I meant under 100. So I didn't choose any boards that are at $100. And these are all specifically mechanical keyboards that you can really get into gaming, as well as kind of go into like the whole thocky sound profile type of boards. So that was the idea. I will be coming back to you guys with a top 5 Hall effect boards video as well, going from different budgets. So make sure to like and subscribe to catch that video, and I'll have to catch you guys next time.